Hey, y'all, it's Maui again. What's up? Hey, I gotta talk about Raw tonight. Probably one of the most exciting Raws I've seen in a while. Now, last week, the Chicago crowd wanted to hijack Monday Night Raw, but that went as a total failure. Tonight, Memphis, Tennessee, the home of Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, they were more successful thanks to Daniel Bryan. And well, this time it wasn't called Hijack Raw, it was called Occupy RAW. Little more, yeah, I say PG-like thing, so it wouldn't sound all terroristic, I guess. Anyways, it was more of a success. I mean, probably this was probably the most exciting Raw we've seen in a long time. In the 20-year history of Monday Night Raw, this is by far probably one of the greatest. Daniel Bryan did his work. He invited members of his Yes movement, a lot of fans. Even one of the fans that was in there is the sign guy you see in almost every WWE show. It's Rick Ockerberg. I forgot the guy's name. Rick Ockerberger. He's the sign guy. He was there. Everybody had their Daniel Bryan Yes t-shirts, and it was just phenomenal. They were hijacking and occupying Raw, all in the ring, surrounding the ring. They would stand their ground, make a statement, have a voice. Now, I've always said this: the most powerful tool that every human is born with is a voice. How you use it is how you determine it. How you use it determines where you go in life. And that's what they did tonight. Triple H and Stephanie had no choice. They tried to get security, but there was only like 2 guys of security, and they couldn't do anything. No police, nobody was called. Damien Sandow wanted to get in. He had a match, but he couldn't give it in the ring. Triple H and Steph were just so frustrated, and they just gave in. Triple H said he said he always liked Daniel Bryan. He tried to protect Daniel Bryan from getting hurt. And that's what they do all the time. They try to protect their money. Protect their money. That's a McMahon thing. They're like, the family is like the family of Mr. Krabs. He's always about the money. It's all about the money. That's all it is. And Triple H accepted the challenge. He'll face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, but then Daniel Bryan actually threw in another stipulation. If Daniel Bryan defeats Triple H, Daniel Bryan gets put in the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight title, and it'll become a 3-way, a triple threat match between Randy Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan. That's if Daniel Bryan gets past Triple H. You gotta get past the boss, and then 2 of the Triple H guys to become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now with that happening, this is gonna make me want to watch WrestleMania. This is gonna make the people want to see WrestleMania, more excited about WrestleMania. Plus, also Hogan made his announcement, something really cool. He talked about all his memorable moments from the WrestleMania he had, including, of course, what most people say is the greatest match of all time between him and Andre the Giant back in WrestleMania 3. And he announced. And I think, like I said, I think this is pretty cool. I'm hoping it's going to be a new tradition. A 30-man, over-the-top rope, Battle Royal, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. The winner of the Battle Royal will get a special trophy in honor of the late, great Hall of Famer, Andre the Giant. I think that's a really cool thing that Hogan's doing and the WWE's doing. And who knows? I mean, if it definitely becomes a WrestleMania tradition, we're going to see some big stars and maybe some new stars do their thing on the grandest stage of them all. I don't even want to talk about what else happened. Well, the only thing is that Daniel Bryan was basically his night, because he also teamed with the Big Show to take on Orton and Batista. There's a little miscommunication between Orton and Batista. I think Orton was going to go for an RKO, but Batista was challenging for the spear, and he nailed Orton. And then Daniel Bryan caught him with the knee, and got the win for the team. Also, the Usos defeated Ryback The Outlaws were at ringside doing commentating and watching the matchup because it looks like they might be getting their rematch, and that'll probably happen at WrestleMania. We saw Cena and Hogan in the ring together. Cena telling us, his life story about growing up watching WWE and watching Hulk Hogan, and then the Wyatts show up, and the matchup was going to be Eric Rowan versus Cena. Eric Rowan was defeated, and originally Cena was going to enter the Battle Royal, but instead he challenged Bray Wyatt to a match. And then later in the night, Bray Wyatt, in a little promo, accepted the challenge. Also, the Bella Twins defeated AJ and Tamina when Nikki Bella did her Nikki rack attack and defeated and pinned the champion. But after the match, because another thing was Natalya was at ringside watching. After the match, they grabbed the belt, and Nikki was holding it. But keep in mind, main event this week, Natalya gets to challenge AJ for the title. But does this mean Nikki is going to be next in line no matter what happens? It's possible. Also happening main event this week is going to be Dean Ambrose versus Mark Henry for the U.S. title. And the Shield will be confronted by Kane, the Director of Operations. Kane made the match, going back to where this banding and this ascension all started when Rollins and Reigns lost those tag titles to the Rose Brothers. So he made that match. It was a pretty good match. Seth Rollins did the work, got the win for his team. So maybe the Shield could back, maybe they're back intact. But we'll see what happens the next night. If Ambrose can hold on to the U.S. title, or will Mark Henry become U.S. champion for the first time ever? Also, we saw Hogan. But like I said, the moment of the night, and probably one of these guys, this is going to definitely be one of the top moments of Raw of all time. The Yes Movement was in this place. And Daniel Bryan, after the show, on the backstage pass via the WWE Network, said, you know what, this can work for anything. And it can. And I said it, your most powerful tool is your voice. You can use it anytime, anywhere, and use it wisely, too. You can use it to speak your mind. You can do it like I'm doing here on YouTube. I can do it on any video or audio, any of those. But use it, and use it wisely. And tonight proves it. Other than that, that's basically it. What a night it was for Monday Night Raw. Now I'm definitely excited for the road to WrestleMania. In less than 4 weeks, I hope Daniel Bryan, by the end of that night, will be the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That's it for me. Peace.